Hey YouTube! So you know when something really cool happens, and then once it's all over, you feel a sort of emptiness inside? Well, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm like, what do I do now with my life? I have no purpose. Because this past weekend, I was flown out to LA to attend the Teen Video Awards for the Great American Noble Challenge. The Great American Noble Challenge is an anti-bullying contest in which you make a video targeting cyberbullying and bullying. So my film teacher told me about it earlier this year, and I made a 1-minute PSA. Then sometime in the spring, I took to YouTube to ask you guys to please vote for my video if you thought it was deserving. And because of you guys, the Noble judges selected me to be one of the top 15 nominees for the contest. The entire experience was great, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So without further ado, here is my grand Noble adventure. On Friday, August 8th, the Noble Challenge flew me out to LA. On the plane, I only got this one clip of footage because the stewardess was giving me the evil eye and I got intimidated and put my camera away. We arrived in LA safely and we picked up our luggage from the luggage carousel, and then we headed outside to wait for our hotel shuttle. Then we got aboard the shuttle and got stuck in LA traffic. But luckily, since we were on that shuttle for such a long time, I got to talk with my friends Patrick and Haruka, who were both nominees and also both go to my school. And eventually we made it to the Westin Hotel. There we checked in and then headed up to our rooms to get settled. Later that night, all of the nominees attended the welcome ceremony, where we got to mix and mingle, eat some food, get to know the other nominees. Then we got to introduce ourselves, and afterward, all the nominees decided to get together to go swimming and play cards. The next morning, Haruka, Patrick, Camille, and I decided to go get breakfast. We all got together and had pancakes and waffles and bagels and lox if you're fancy like Haruka. After breakfast, all the nominees got together again to watch some inspirational speakers. Such speakers included Tina Meyer from the Megan Meyer Foundation, Michael Walton from the Michael Walton Foundation, Derek Frost, who was an ex-NFL punter, Erica and Roger, who are the owners of Tara the Cat, who was the cat in that viral video in which the cat saves a boy from the dog, and last but not least, we had Jorge, who was a news anchor on ESPN. All of the speakers were great. I left there feeling empowered, and I certainly was not the only one. Then we were free for the afternoon. A lot of the nominees went to go get Subway, and then I personally went and took a nap because naps. And then that evening, all of the nominees got dressed in black tie attire for the fancy red carpet. Now, I get nervous really easily when I'm being interviewed, so I basically just word barf on everyone. I'm not sure if what I said made coherent sense. Hopefully. Then after all of the interviews were over, the nominees headed backstage to the VIP room. There we had dinner and hung out until the Teen Video Awards started. The Teen Video Awards were basically like a mini Oscars or Academy Awards. We had a bunch of musical acts, After Romeo, which is a boy band, 2 X Factor winners, I can't remember their names, but they were phenomenal, and the Lockets, who are a country music duo. And of course, we had the announcers come up and announce who won Best Directing, Best Acting, Best Visual Effects, Best Community Involvement. My friend Patrick, who I mentioned earlier, won Best Directing, which was super cool.
And it was very embarrassing. I would like to thank my parents.
And then I got around to the PSA award, and I honestly didn't think I was gonna win because I never win anything. Like anything. But they announced my name.
And the Noble for the best PSA goes to winner Someone Cares by Sarah Holland.
So I went up on stage and I delivered a really shaky thank you speech.
I'd like to start off thanking my parents for supporting me in everything that I do, and my film teacher for introducing me to the Noble Challenge, as well as my friends and extended family for extensively sharing my PSA on social media. I would also like to thank my YouTube audience for proving to me that the internet can be a powerful source of good. I would like to thank my fellow counselors at Rocky River for being my #1 cheerleaders for this whole process, as well as my lead actress, Sydney, who is very talented, as well as one of my best friends. Lastly, I would like to thank the Noble Challenge for giving me this wonderful opportunity. You guys have an amazing thing here. Thank you all so much.
Then after I went on, they announced the best overall short film, which went to the crew from Fresno. It was an amazing film. They did a film called Humankind Be Both. smart punny title. After receiving our awards, all of the nominees decided to go to Dennys. All like 30 of us. And so we arrive at Dennys, and the Dennys waitresses are very overwhelmed. And so they say that they don't have enough room for us in the actual restaurant. So they take us around to the bar behind Dennys. Yes, there's a bar behind Dennys. I didn't know this existed, but they put us all in there and we all ordered milkshakes. After Dennys, we headed back to the hotel and hung out at the jacuzzi until we were kicked out by the hotel manager, because at that point it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then just like that, the Noble adventure was over. The next day, everyone flew out back to their separate homes around the country. I actually stayed in LA for a couple more days to visit my family. If you guys want another video talking about the rest of my LA adventure, I would be happy to post it, just let me know. And now I'm back here at home, finally, feeling really nostalgic and just in awe. It was such an amazing whirlwind adventure. I really encourage you guys to spread the word about Noble, and yes, enter. Noble is amazing.